Welcome back. And thank you, Dan and Sarah, for sticking around. Well, I'm pretty excited about this. There's a big job fair coming up in March. Tell me more about it.
Yes, sir. The North Carolina Department of Public Safety is partnering with North Carolina Wesleyan College in Rocky Mount. They have very graciously extended their facilities at the Dunn Center, and we're going to have an agency-wide career event on March 18th. It's going to run from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And there will be representatives from all of our divisions within DPS. So you'll be able to talk to juvenile justice and community corrections, Department of Prisons. You'll be able to speak with alcohol law enforcement and the State Bureau of Investigation and other entities within the Department of Public Safety. We'll have informational brochures. We'll have our recruiters available to help folks if they've had any issues with putting applications online. We'll be able to give you more details and information about specific career opportunities. And we do actually have an email account that people, if they have questions prior to the event or even after the event, if they'll just subscribe to recruiters at ncdps.gov, then we can get an immediate response back to them prior to or even after the event. But we will have people available to help give some information about how to apply and make your experience relevant to the positions. And Dan's going to give a little more information about some things that'll help them prepare for this event on that day.
Well, I love the fact that you can meet face-to-face with someone. I'm still, I guess, old school. A lot can be done on the computer, but if you have a lot of questions, it's nice to actually talk to somebody. But now I'm getting ready to go.
Right.
Dan, how do I prepare for something like this?
Yeah. Well, I would encourage people who are interested in attending to go to our website, ncdps.gov/careers. You can see about all the different agencies within DPS, all the different types of opportunities. Rather than just go and sort of feel your way along at the time, I think it would be a good idea to get some information up front, see what things you might be interested in, the types of jobs that you might qualify for. That way when you get to the event, you'll know right where you need to go, who you want to talk to. I would also encourage folks to update their resume, be prepared to talk about their strengths, the things that they will bring to the table as a new employee. Dress to impress, and again, just have your questions ready when you get there.
So these recruiters, are they, if I were to go and I go, I'm interested in, here's my resume, what's the next step for them? I mean, do they have the power to say, I kind of like you, I think we're going to go a bit further, or do they take that information and pass it on? How does that work?
We're going to have folks there who can actually kind of pre-screen folks.
Really? Well, that's terrific.
Yes, our Department of Juvenile Justice will be there. They'll be talking with people who are interested in careers within juvenile justice. They'll be able to have them submit applications and complete background authorizations so that candidates that they feel would be a good fit for the positions they have, they'll be able to take that information back with them, actually run background checks and begin setting up interviews, as can some of the other agencies as well. We actually have events throughout the state, and many times we have hiring events at our facilities. So when we meet people who look like they would be a good fit for our careers, we don't want to let them get loose. So we will have our actual regional recruiters will be able to follow up with the people, make sure that they've been contacted, that their applications are adequately submitted, and then we're going to have a plan in place to make sure that there's good follow-up after this event.
Well, that's terrific. And Dan, I think you made a very good point, rather than just go from table to table to table.
Yeah.
If you're really interested in something, you hate to go and not ask the question you really want to ask.
That's right.
So the prep work for a person who's watching right now, if they're planning on attending this event, is research the job that they want?
Well, research the agency,
right.
and the positions that are offered within that agency, and see, where your strengths fit in with that agency, the types of positions that you would qualify for, where your interests lie, and that would be the best advice, I think, to prepare.
What's available online then for the folks? Would they be able to not only learn about each agency, but the compensation and all those other questions that you're afraid to bring up in the first interview? You know what I mean?
No, we do. There's a direct link on our site at ncdps.gov/careers. It gives them a link to go directly to state benefits so they can look at all the benefits. A lot of times people don't really associate Department of Public Safety with all the entities under our umbrella. So maybe somebody didn't realize that Highway Patrol was DPS. So if they'll go to that DPS website, they'll be able to see all the agencies. They'll be able to see the minimum requirements for positions within those specific agencies, because they can vary. They can vary. For a correctional officer, the minimum is age 20, high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. There's a maximum age with State Highway Patrol. With probation and parole or community corrections, they do require a 4-year degree. With alcohol law enforcement and SBI, some positions require a degree, some are preferred. So it's just depending on what it is you want to do. And maybe right now as a college student or as someone who hasn't really been in law enforcement or in corrections before, you don't really know what you want to do. Our folks will be prepared to help you down that path to kind of give you a better idea of what your future can hold with a career with DPS.
I wish I were younger. I really do.
Don't we all?
That's true, I suppose. Well, for folks who can't get to the fair, your advice is what as we wrap this up?
My advice would be to, again, go to the website, but also listed on the website are other career event opportunities. So we know everyone can't make this one event. We have events maybe 20 or 30 a month. So there's sure to be one in your area that you might be able to attend if you can't make it on the 18th.
Yeah, I tell you what, thank you both. And for those of you watching, thinking, gosh, you know, I've always wanted to, here's your opportunity. And it sounds like a great time for people wanting a job.
Yeah.
And maybe a little more challenging for those who have the jobs and trying to fill them. So it's great for you folks out there. So thank you both for being with us, and thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you have any questions or would like to know more, visit our website at raleighcw.com and myrdctv.com. I'm Bill LeMay. Thank you for watching Community Matters, and we'll see you next week.